Okay, here we're trying to make a puller for the center pillar, which is bent. We're trying to just straighten it out to be able to reuse it, and we'll see what happens.
Well, that was a fail. Tried to weld this, had a bolt in there for holding the nuts together. And then I welded it to the piece of metal. And apparently I welded too good and I welded the bolt in. So I guess I will have to try to get this bolt out and maybe get another couple nuts and plate.
Okay, we got our bracket done for our puller. We are putting inside the pillar now. We're trying to pull out where the the door hinge bolts on. Trying to straighten it out a little bit. Um, we ended up not being able to get it all the way, so we're gonna end up having to replace the
Okay,
pillar
we're
here.
back out in the garage. We're going to take off the center pillar. The center pillar is bent. I do have a new center pillar. And it's over here hiding in my pile of junk, but I have inner and outer center pillar. We'll do that. We already started drilling out spot welds right here. That was going so slow, so we ended up grinding spot welds starting right here. Did the rest of them that way. A couple of them we had to drill. I guess we'll continue with that. We're gonna go all the way up to the top, and then we'll fit in the new pillar, tack it in place, and then we'll start tacking other stuff and fit the door before we final weld everything. Okay, we currently got the cab corner tacked in a few spots up here. We got a couple of tack welds down here just to hold it. We still got a bunch of stuff to squeeze in and weld up. We did fully weld the bottom pretty much. Got a couple of holes to fill, but we got that in there. The cab corner piece was cut a little short, or long, whichever way you depend on it, whichever way you look at it here. We're gonna have to make a filler piece for that. We do have a little bit of the old cab corner yet, so. And then we have a couple of welds, one here on the back. We still got a few to do, but we do have it looking pretty good. Door's off a little bit yet, but we'll get that adjusted up. The actual cab corner itself, the replacement piece, the edge is very rounded. I don't know if you can see that in the video. Compared to the factory cab corner. So, factory cab corner is very squared off here. You can see it more at this angle. And then the new cab corner piece is very rounded right here. So I don't have it fitting quite tight because I'm gonna make a piece or weld up the edge here, square it off, match factory. We do have the center pillar here. It's welded up top. We got the seal on here just so we can fit the door, and we gotta pull that back off and grind. We have it tacked in about halfway down, and then we got a bunch more we gotta squeeze in and tack them in. And then we have the inner rocker. It's welded in the back side underneath here, and up on the front edge it's just tacked. But then we have this outer rocker. This is the rear one. Fits over like this. We'll put that in there, match up that square hole, and then we will tack in the rest of the way here. Looks like it fits pretty good. And then after that's all done, then when we go to paint it, we'll seam seal these edges. When it gets to that, we'll show you. This edge will get seam sealed. The whole bottom edge behind this inner rocker is going to get seam sealed. This will get filled in and then mudded, smooth it out. This door, which didn't have as much damage, closes a lot better. Still needs some adjustment. It's a little bit gapped back. So we're gonna move it forward a little bit, but we'll do that after we get this this outer rocker tied in and this center pillar tied in. So there's the one weld we have up front here. Still gotta get all this tacked in and welded. And okay, to pull it in, we're gonna use vice grips. We'll clamp close to some of the spot welds here. Clamp it in, and then we'll go ahead and fill in the welds. That's it. Move it down to the next one. Same thing. Move it down to the next one.